Tomb Raider's dumb, but it's also enjoyable in a minor aspect. It has become more than common knowledge, more like film gospel at this point, that video game films are always either disappointing or complete and utter trash. But out of all of those was the original Lara Croft Tomb Raider with Angelina Jolie, which is one of my guilty pleasures in life. That version was based off of the early 2000s version of the character in all of its pixelated joy. While that film gained a sequel, The Cradle of Life, the franchise kinda died afterwards. But something happened in 2013 that some people saw coming. A rebirth of Lara Croft. Square Enix released their new take on the franchise to excellent results back in 2013. No longer was the character one-dimensional, as well as being a badass spelunker. This version saw the origins of how the Tomb Raider became the Lara we came to know later. She may not have received deeper character work, but the story of Lara in Tomb Raider 2013 kept me engaged. Naturally, though, with a reboot of a popular video game franchise, talks of a new Lara Croft film was put into motion. And now we get a new film, and what do I think about it? I thought it was underwhelming. This film takes some liberties with the story of 2013's Tomb Raider, where the story begins in both versions very, very differently. In the game, it automatically opens to Lara already on the way to the Devil's Island. The movie is somewhat different. The movie wisely takes its time to develop the character in the first act, so that when it comes time to head to the island, we know exactly how this character operates. Alicia Vikander portrays Lara Croft in this version, and I felt she did a pretty good job playing the character. She has personal weaknesses, and she goes to confront them on the island. Although I can't really give everything away because this is a spoiler-free review, one of the better things about this film is showing some of the origins for the character, like her first kill, her major injuries, and so on. It shows that even while she is young, she has a lot to learn. Also in the film is Lu Ren, a drunk captain who also has a connection to Lara's conflict, played effectively by Daniel Wu, which I wouldn't mind actually seeing more of in future films. He is actually a pretty good actor in this film. And the villain, Matthias Vogel, who is instrumental in the death of Lara's father, played by Walter Goggins. For the most part, I felt that the casting was done well. Not once did I feel that any of the characters were miscast. However, this film doesn't really break the video game curse, unfortunately. As much fun as this film presents, the story is kind of bland. I wasn't particularly excited about the adventure in the film, which is a shame since Tomb Raider has been known for her adventures. The plot on the island goes by really fast, almost too fast. I understand the need for this film to be fast to help accompany the excitement for the set pieces, but it isn't executed very well. The action, also unfortunately, is boring for the most part. I never once felt that certain action scenes really kept me on my toes. It kind of felt very video gamey. The only exciting parts in the film actually happen in the tomb. One of the other things that wasn't too good about this film was some of the audio for the dialogue. Some of the dialogue sounded muffled in the first act, and I could barely hear what the characters were saying. It was almost as if they recorded the audio and just lowered the levels way too low. I know it's a minor thing to complain about, but the key to a good film is to understand what is happening audio-wise. The color grading is also a bit of a mess. It isn't as ugly as, say, the Artemis in Assassin's Creed, but it still isn't very good. The film, while being 2 hours long, the pace felt very, very short. I expected a great adventure, but all I got was a somewhat dangerous stroll through a park. This definitely isn't the worst of video game adaptations, but it is far from the greatness that we need to have for this sort of genre. It is a step in the right direction in terms of how to handle a video game character and to make a video game character interesting. And while there is still more progress to be had, this is a step in the right direction. And while the ending of this film poses a future fight against the world, I'm not entirely sure I want to see a sequel from this franchise. In total, I am going to give 2018's Tomb Raider a C-. Thank you guys so much for listening in on my Tomb Raider review. I hope you guys disagree with me at points. I want to start a discussion. What is your favorite video game movie? What is your least favorite video game movie? Comment down below, and I'll see you soon. I have some quick announcements, though, before I leave. Next week is my 21st birthday, and I won't be doing any sort of reviews that week. I know there's like 3 movies coming out next week, but I am choosing not to review anything, mostly because I'll be out of town at Oregon Coast Comic Con in Tillamook, Oregon. So if you're up there, come say hi to me. I'll have a camera. I'll be vlogging the entire event. But I won't be doing any reviews. I will still see those films, but I won't be doing reviews for them right away. So you'll have to wait until the following week, which is around March 27th, to see those 3 reviews. And those reviews would be Pacific Rim Uprising, The Isle of Dogs, and Sherlock Gnomes. Those are the 3 films I'm reviewing next Friday, but I won't be uploading them until the following week. So thank you so much for listening in, and I hope to see you in the next video. Peace.